think I'm gonna be early on the ETA shown on the stream, because it's only almost 10:20 Zulu, and I should get there in about 35 minutes. So yeah, I'll be early for once. Today I've been too pessimistic on the arrival time. I will preset the QNH. It was 2986. I'll set it down there below the standard. Yeah, all good. So we can do the descent checklist. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Land altitude set.
Anti-ice.
As required.
Approach. Refit.
Complete.
IAS and altimeter bugs.
Checked and set.
Descent checklist complete.
Today recognized the response for that checked and set. IAS and altimeter bugs checked and set. He recognized it. Yesterday he was stuck on it. The IAS and altimeter bugs checked and set. Couldn't get it yesterday. Well. San Francisco. A little look in the cabin. There's a little bit of shearing with the seats and the inside of the aircraft. It's quite cool to see the two engines from below. Nice. So the ground scenery is ORBX global. Obviously from 32,000 feet it doesn't look like much, but it's quite cool. So it's just about 20, not even 20 miles to top of descent. It's we're gonna start very soon. It's a short flight. I won't have time to do the return flight today, but I was quite looking forward to flying to San Francisco. So. California coastline. Nice. Guys, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I'm not current anymore on the 737, but I kind of still remember what it does. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So that was the reset MCP altitude message. I didn't look at it, but I know what it is because we're getting close to the top of descent. So I'll reset. Initially 15,000 actually, that's the first restriction. So 15,000 feet. Also, if you like the stream, please hit the follow button. It's very much appreciated. And you can come and have a look. At the bottom here of the screen, you've got the web address of my YouTube channel for all flight simulation videos. A few tutorials, a few approaches, and also a few flights from past live streams and stuff. It's a very good channel, even if I say so myself, so I invite you to go and have a look when you have a chance. That'll be great. Anyway, we're starting the descent now. 280 knots, following the VNAV. A little bit of a crosswind from the right, which was expected. San Francisco, I suppose, is down there. Air conditioning, yeah, we're gonna have off-schedule descent because we didn't reset. So I'll just reset it to our current altitude, let's say 30,000. And yeah, the message disappears. So that was my fault. Initially I'd set 340. And I didn't actually climb to 340, so you get an off-schedule descent message if you don't get to your altitude here. So, but it's no big deal, you can just reset it. So I can bring the cursor here if we want. We've done the descent checklist, so the next checklist will be the approach checklist. How is the sound, guys? Somebody earlier on was saying that the sound was lagging, or what is the sound like now? I mean, I've not changed anything, but hey, I'm flexible. Hello. Azup, what's the sound like? Okay. Okay, thank you. That's great. I'm glad to hear now. I don't want any difficulties with that. It's always very difficult to get the technology of the stream right. So. So the first restriction actually was at nearly, I guess that's how you pronounce it, flight level 200 or above. So I should have really set flight level 200 here. We are in VNAV path, so it's okay, but just in case the VNAV path disconnects, then you need to have it kind of in the MCP as well. Cool. Coastline. Nice. So we're approaching 200, it's gonna be okay, so I can go back down to 15,000, set the QNH 2986. So obviously in the United States the QNH, the altimeter setting is based on inches of mercury. So today is 2986, the standard is 2992, so yeah, just a little bit below that. In Europe and other parts of the world it's in hectopascals or millibars. I think the actual correct term is hectopascals. But yeah, in the United States and in some other places as well, it's inches of mercury. So for those of you who are not familiar with it, then that's why it is inches of mercury. It actually offers more refinement because if you set hectopascals, it's for example the equivalent of 2986 is 1011, but then the next altimeter setting will be 1010 or 1012, which obviously is a bigger difference than 1 inch of mercury there. It could be 2985, 2984, offers more accuracy in the altimeter setting. I'm gonna be way early today. (11:10 Zulu), and it's only 31 minutes past 10 Zulu. It's now gonna take me 40 minutes to get to landing. So yeah. That looks like a nice bay. Cool. One to go. What's the next restriction? 10,000. Okay. Drag required after epic. That's understood. Clear the message. Always match the heading. Hey Pixel Screwed, welcome to the stream. Yes, it's possible. I'm actually gonna do an ILS approach. ILS approach is a precision approach, so yes, it's possible. If you want to stick around until the end of the flight, well, I'm gonna fly an ILS approach, so you'll get to see the ILS. It'll be the ILS on 28 left in San Francisco. So I'll try not to hit the seawall and actually land on the runway. So after 10,000 feet we go down to 6,000. Attach the passengers, it's always a good idea. Oh, and we can start seeing San Francisco in the distance, methinks. Nice. San Francisco, here we come. So we got VNAV speed now. The VNAV has given up a little bit. We'll use some speed brake and try to get back onto the profile. San Francisco. Hardly any wind actually, and there's no wind up here. It's amazing. Well, the approach is gonna be in, let's have a look, and the next kind of 8 minutes. 8 minutes the approach starts really. I think that's the bay here. So we're just going in a straight line and then turning left towards the airport in the distance here. San Francisco. So yeah, and about it looks here like that's the kind of initial approach fix, Menlo, time 39. So in 6 minutes we are the we initiate the approach. So yeah, 6 minutes. Well, that looks quite pretty. About forest and the hills. That's the bay. The airport will be in the distance, I believe. The other side. 10 checks down.
Turn checklist. Recall. Turn checklist complete.
Yeah, I've got ATPL. I'm rated on the 777 at the moment. So after 6,000 feet, 240 knots. That's it. The boat comes back to 240. So the aircraft is raising the nose slightly, trying to lose the speed. Obviously, the vertical speed has to decrease. And as soon as we get back towards the commanded speed, 240 knots, then the vertical speed increases again. Decent path and achievable. Yeah, it's alright, I'll achieve it. It's not a problem. 6,000 feet above at Eddy, which would be the case. We can go down to the next altitude, 4,700 feet. Yeah, long haul is, yeah, it's why it is, you know, it is a little bit tedious, you know, sitting for like 6, 7, 8 hours plus, sometimes like 14 hours, 15 hours. Yeah, it's a little bit long, but if you fly for like 15 hours, you obviously have a break, so it's not too bad. It's funny actually how time kind of compresses when you do these long flights. You know, you start the first hour, you kind of have a look at various things in the flight deck and get kind of set up. Then maybe you have something to eat, and time kind of passes, and maybe after 6 hours it's time to go for your break. If you go for a break at a reasonable time, then you can maybe have a nap, or otherwise sleep for the whole break. So if the timing is suitable and it's basically time to sleep, you can sleep for 6 hours, you know, in the CRC, in the crew rest compartment, or the bunk. So if you can sleep for 6 hours out of a 14-hour flight, then it's not too bad actually. One to go. Start coming back on the speed. We need to beat 4,000 by Menlo, so that's gonna be achieved. Then 3,100 feet. Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters and instruments.
Set and cross-checked.
Approach frequencies.
Checked and set.
Approach checklist complete.
Yeah, it's okay, yeah. So we got the ILS identified, India Sierra Fox Oscar. That's the correct sensing. There's nobody around, so approach mode armed. Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1 selected.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5 selected.
So runway heading is 284. And missed approach 4,000 feet. Got glide slope capture. So basically that's the approach started now. We are on the ILS. 10 miles out. $2,500 is checked. Gear down.
Gear speed check. Coming down.
Use the gear to add a little bit of drag. We're a little bit fast on the ILS. Flaps 10.
Flaps 1 selected.
Flaps 10. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10 selected.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 5 selected.
Landing flow.
Okay. Cabin crew seat 4 landing. Gear down and locked.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30 selected.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist.
1,000.
Engine start. Switches.
On.
Recall.
Checked.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Auto brake.
Set. Set.
Now set. Flaps.
Set.
Now set. Landing lights. Correct checklist setting is on. Landing checklist complete.
So here we are. Runway 28 left. It's not too bad. It was a bit slow to do the checklist. Landing. So I kind of ignored the puppy and fly the glide slope. Reversers. $60 knots. Manual braking. I will take the next exit, which is Echo. And then I think it's taxiing to Alpha 58. Clean up.
Master caution. Anti-ice reset.
Cool, so welcome to San Francisco. We're going to Alpha 56, so I'll call gate Alpha 56. Here is. Request follow me. No. And we can taxi more or less straight forward, and then second left. So that was the first left here, and then second left, and we can see the ground crew already. Start the APU.
APU.
It's a very short taxi actually.
APU start switch on.
We'll have to wait for the APU to be started. So I'm gonna taxi slowly. Taxi in flow.
Okay. Clear right.
Clear left.
We have a
Right. That was not too bad. So we've got two blues up here, one red down here. We can cut down the engines. Done. Yeah, the line is askew, so. Anyway, thank you very much for the service, Marshal Man. Thanks. So we're down 10%, the anti-call can come off, and the passengers can be released. We bring the jetway. In the meantime, and welcome to San Francisco. Pixel screwed shifts. No, the shifts is a little bit all over the place, so it's kind of away for a trip and a couple of days off, away again. It's kind of there's no regular pattern really, so it's a little bit all over the place. But it's okay. I mean, I get to spend a fair amount of time at home and stuff, so it's okay. But there's no pattern to the shifts. So thank you very much, guys, for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did and you're new to the stream, please hit the follow button. And I'll see you very soon on the next stream. Tomorrow I don't think I'll be around during the day, and then I'm actually away on a trip for a couple of days, so obviously I can't stream when I'm away, obviously. So but yeah, Oh, thank you very much for the photo. Thank you. That's very much appreciated. Thank you, man. Thanks. And let's do the doors with the cabin crew. You can open the doors. Open the doors. So the jetway is in place. The door should be opening. Well, it says main exit opening. I don't know why it's not. Oh, open cargo forward. Okay. Let's open the cargo doors. Sometimes GSX does it automatically, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not really sure. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps.
Off.
Window heat.
Off.
Probe heat.
Off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Electric, hydraulic pumps.
Off.
Air condition.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Steady.
Start switches.
Off.
Auto brake.
Off.
Speed brake.
Down.
Flaps.
Up. No lights.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Transponder.
Off.
Flight set door.
Unlocked.
Shutdown checklist complete.
Muchas gracias. He doesn't speak Spanish. He doesn't recognize Spanish. Yeah, it would be cool to stream the work, but yeah, no, streaming and working is two different things. I'm actually I'm working on multi-crew experience for the 777, but the last attempt I did was not very successful. So I need to kind of tweak multi-crew experience again to make it work with the 777. So maybe next time. I will get the ground connections, get the ground power connected, and go to the overhead panel, and then we can shut down the APU. The RS off. We are ready to come off. The emergency exit lights can go off. The ground power can come off. We'll take the service, the ground service from the cabin of the galley off, and the battery can come off. Secure aircraft checklist.
Secure aircraft checklist. IRS.
Off.
Emergency exit lights.
Off.
Packed.
Off.
APU.
Off.
Battery.
Off.
Secure aircraft checklist complete.
That's it. That's the aircraft all fully shut down. It's now cold and dark. It's a layover in San Francisco, so let's go and have fun in San Francisco. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me today on this stream. It was quite good fun to go to San Francisco, and you can see they're taking the bags away, which is good. I'll have a quick look around the airport. Everywhere scenery, it's a new scenery. You can Google it, I'm sure you'll find it. And yeah, here we are in sunny San Francisco. So once again, thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next stream. Thank you once again, and see you soon. Take care. Have a good day.